Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in again to another episode of CivilianTacticalWeapons.com. Today's episode is actually going to be on pretty much the entire Aimpoint family of optics. For those of you who may or may not know, I'm actually a high-volume Aimpoint authorized reseller, so I'll actually go ahead and explain the entire product family. For viewers of this show, I do offer discounts on the Aimpoint products of family, which I can actually advertise. So if you are serious, please, be ready to actually make a purchase if you're going to go ahead and contact me about this. But I actually offer probably some of the cheapest prices you're going to find anywhere, period. Mainly I'm looking at doing a lot of volume on Aimpoint products, so if you are interested, I'm actually looking at pretty much making up my, making my sales in volume. So one of the things I want to do is actually go ahead and explain what are all the Aimpoint optics. As you can see, I've got pretty much one of everything here. This is actually pretty much my current inventory I have on stock right now, and as you can see, all these little white boxes are various different spacing options, so I have a wide variety of different things, even including this one here is actually a LaRue micro T1H1 tail system. It's actually a mount system for increasing the height on the T1s, which I'll actually talk about. So one, if you are, these are pretty much the standard optic systems as far as reaction optic systems are used currently in the military. You'll see most law enforcement agencies are also using these. The days of iron sights are pretty much very far gone as far as any form of tactical shooting. So pretty much your options are either the very high-end options, which are the Aimpoint, going down to your EOTechs, and then going further down to companies that have tried to license the technology of the other two primary players there and kind of create their own. One thing to note about Aimpoint is actually pretty much all the Aimpoint products are made in Sweden. These are not something you're going to find some made in China, some sweatshop type thing. These are extremely high quality items, which is the reason why they do command a very high price. I'm actually going to tell you the list price of all these units, which keep in mind I don't sell anywhere near these list prices, but I do want you to be aware of what these items cost, so you'll know that try to get some general idea of what these types of solutions cost. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom of the product line and then move my way up through the various different products. So first thing we're actually going to do is actually talk about is a Comp M2. A Comp M2 is actually a night vision capable Aimpoint system. You'll actually buy whatever different mounts you want to mount this unit. It actually has a 4 MOA dot, and the MOAs on Aimpoints are pretty much either 2 or 4, 2 being a smaller dot, 4 being a larger dot. This actually has a 100,000 hour constant on battery. That equates to about 10 years. I'm not talking standby here, I'm saying you can leave this unit on for 10 years. It's actually rated at pretty much 100,000 hours. It's a phenomenal rating there. The other thing I like about these Aimpoints is, if you ever have, different lens caps and stuff, they actually have the lens caps, they're all popped off. The optics are actually an extremely high quality optic. The lenses on these lenses alone cost more to manufacture than any of the other competitors to build their entire unit on average. So these are extreme duty, extreme rugged conditions. And this one here is the night vision capable M2. So this is kind of where it starts at. This lists at 552. From the M2, you actually go to the ML3. The ML3 is someone who wants the kind of the next option up from this. This is actually you can submerge this up to 45 meters. It has a 2 MOA dot on it. Although you can get a 4, I actually pretty much sell the 2s here. Although if you really want one, I can order you the 4. Just take a little while to get here. These do not support night vision. However, most shooters out there who are just doing regular shooting, they may not care about the night vision. That's not really a main requirement for them. The other thing is this has a 5-year, 50,000 hour battery. So an extremely long battery on this. From this lists at 562, so it's just a couple bucks more than the M2. If you don't care about the night vision option, this is kind of the option for it. Anytime you see an L in an Aimpoint, that means it's a non-night vision version. So from the ML3, we actually go to the M3. Another thing about the ML3 that I like is you get the nice little rubberized holders and stuff. The M3s is a night vision version of the ML3. It actually has pretty much the exact same specs. You got 45 meters of depth, 5-year, 50,000 mile, not 50,000 mile, 50,000 hour battery, and you know, it's a 2 MOA dot again, although they do sell a 4. From that model, from the M3, the next logical option is go to the M4. The M4 is pretty much the Ferrari of the Aimpoint optics. In fact, if you look at the US military and what the latest Special Forces is using, they've actually moved to the M4s. But the whole thing is, this one here is absolutely the top of the line one. You've actually got 7 night vision modes, 9 daylight modes on it as far as adjusting the optic systems on it. You can submerge it in 45 meters of water. It's a 2 MOA, and this is completely night vision capable. You can see the mount systems, it actually comes with a mount on this one that we have here, and it's actually $843 is the list price of it. So that's the absolute top of the line. Another option, which is actually extremely popular, and they're so popular I actually have 3 units of these, are the actual micro T1s. These are designed for putting on anything from competition pistols for competition shooting. If you've got any small sub-carbine type weapon, like especially people at PS90s out there, this is the absolute best option to put. As you can see, it sits very low. You know, this thing is pretty much the entire unit's the size of my thumb. And the Micro T1 is a completely night vision capable system too. So if you're using night vision, you can use it with this. I don't know how many of you are going to use night vision, but you know, just wanted to go ahead and mention it. It's got 4 night vision modes, 8 daylight modes. It's got a 4 MOA dot on it, and it's a 5-year, 50,000 hour battery, and you can submerge it in 25 meters of water. As you can see, the Picatinny rail is already standard on this thing. These actually MSRP for $703. That's the Micro T1. The other option that a lot of people like is you can combine these technologies here with the optics. This one here is an actual kit that we sell. It's $794, and it actually comes with a twist mount. So the nice thing about the twist mount is you actually have this sitting on the back, and for example, if we take the M4 over here, you would actually have the two sitting back to back on this, and the twist mount works pretty nice. You can actually sit here, twist it, and pull the entire thing off. So for quick access, you can rotate the optic on and off. So for example, if you were doing long range shooting, you now want to go to short range tactical, you can just sit there, quickly twist this thing off, yank it off, and put it in your pocket. And then go back to just using a non-magnified optic. These actually run at $794 and are the absolute highest quality glass available. There are cheaper options you can get from, for example, from EOTech and stuff like that. They don't come near the quality or the ruggedness of any of these Aimpoint things. I mean, this Aimpoint unit is completely encased in just solid rubber. I mean, you would have to go through some significant pain to actually try to damage this thing. And that's another thing to mention is the Aimpoint products are designed for a much higher level of durability, where this is designed for dropping your gun. I mean, you don't have to worry about, oh my God, I dropped the gun, I broke my optic. Chances are that will never happen with an Aimpoint. Aimpoints are designed for extreme duty, extreme conditioning. One thing also too that I add as a service to anyone who buys any of these types of things from me is I actually will individually test and verify that all these units are in full working order before I send them. I've never actually seen an Aimpoint ever bad or have to RMA or anything, but I do like going ahead and checking that out for you to make sure that the unit is in working order before I send it out to you. So it's another little benefit that I do here. And so if you are interested, remember, please email me at info@civiliantacticalweapons.com, and I'll go ahead and get you some pricing if you're serious about any of these types of optic options. So thank you.